You guess what's behind the billionaire parties? Just dancing? Talking? No, the truth is very shady. After watching this video, you will see that the richer you are, the higher the risk of falling. It was drugs. It was sex with girls through the night. And it also drugged guests who participated in it silently. The location to hold the party is also not an easy place to find. To go see the truth and discover parties full of money and something secret, join Top 10 Mysteries to watch the video 8 Naked Truths Behind $1 Million Parties. By the end of the video, you'll also wonder how one person can spend tens of millions of dollars on just one party going on that one night. Let's go. Tons of illegal drugs. Cocaine, ecstasy, marijuana, and psychedelic mushrooms are present at tens of millions of dollars parties, even on private jets. Specifically, in 2007, when billionaire Henry Nicholas, with a fortune of $16 billion, held a party on a plane, he was accused of smoking too much marijuana on a private plane. Pilots had to wear masks instead of crashing the plane. Similarly, Adam Neumann, the former CEO of WeWork, a company that rents out cheap, refurbished offices and then rents them out to other individuals and companies, with every flight is an opportunity for him to smoke marijuana, go crazy, and party. The sufferer was none other than the companies that leased him private jets. After a trip in 2015, a private jet company filed a formal complaint with his company WeWork that Neumann and his friends had spilled tequila, a typical Mexican spirit. The result broke parts of the plane, and one person vomited throughout the bathroom. After Neumann's parties, the crew always had to clean up the vomit, and alcohol spilled from the seats and floors, and they had to stop working for weeks for repairs and cleaning. Down to the mainland, Neumann once sprayed fire extinguishers on people and set fire to the hotel's furniture. According to an employee who used to work for WeWork, there is a fixed rule every time CEO Neumann visits. A few glasses, a high-end Don Julio 1942 tequila, and a lot of music. Without this, he would not be satisfied. Meetings run by Neumann last for hours, and there is never a shortage of alcohol. At its headquarters in Chelsea, Neumann's office has a large private bathroom with shower, sauna, and massage table. Music must always be played at high volume at events involving Neumann. Everything was so noisy that the employees couldn't concentrate on doing anything. An employee of the company said that in August 2018, WeWork held a summer camp, a mandatory annual trip for employees. The company pays for airline tickets for everyone, but requires employees to sleep in tents. An employee of the company still shuddered when he recounted that terrible summer camp. They had sex with each other in the bush or wherever they liked. They openly used stimulants. You can hear them making love to each other in the tent, no matter the day or night. People peed and defecated right in the middle of the tents because they were so drunk that they couldn't go to the toilet, this person said. Billionaire Elon Musk even once explained his weekly drug use. In the interview, Elon Musk said that he is almost always awake late at night or early in the morning when posting content on his social media platform. The rest of the time, he would fall into a negative chemical state in the brain, like depression, and then he took ketamine. If you don't know, ketamine is almost like a synthetic drug that will create hallucinations, memory loss, and make users forget everything. Elon Musk also shared that he has a prescription from a real doctor and uses small amounts of ketamine every week to reduce stress. Therefore, rich people use drugs much more than poor people, friends. After watching this video, don't ask, why do you see people with successful careers who are addicted to drugs anymore? Of course, giants always come with prostitutes, and that is the second truth below. Business girls who have their own money and work. A fact that you will probably know more or less is that porn stars, supermodels of all kinds of people who want fame will quickly find a big party. But instead of sitting and sipping wine, They were subjected to sexist treatment and humiliated as much as possible. The girls are there to entertain the billionaires, inflating their egos to help them feel like the king of the universe. The most prominent case is that of a billionaire and former prime minister, Mr. Silvio Berlusconi. Silvio is an Italian media mogul, owning dozens of television stations, newspapers, and even the AC Milan team. The billionaire hosted parties nicknamed the Bunga Bunga Party, which took place at his large, carefully guarded mansion near Milan. What happened at these parties was revealed by Ambra Battilana and Chiara Denise, two women who were promised to work on Berlusconi's TV channel if they attended the party. The party began with a thigh dance competition. Dozens of beautiful women took turns performing for the billionaire and his friends. The winner of the dance will receive the honor of sleeping with Berlusconi at the end of the night. There is also the Bunga Bunga session, which takes place in a special room that looks like a discotheque. Here, the girls perform striptease acts and erotic dances. Even scarier is that the girls sometimes dress up as sexy nuns in these erotic performances. But what did they gain after enduring this? The girls received bags, jewelry, expensive gifts, work on Berlusconi's TV channel, and, in some cases, free apartments. As for Berlusconi's notoriety, during his first term as Italian Prime Minister in 1994, he was accused of tax fraud and was indicted by the courts. And if the participants don't like to fall into sin, what will be the ending? Whether they will really attend the party in health, let's go to the next content to find out. Silent anesthesia. Do you know what happens to people who go to billionaire parties and don't want to let loose and play with banned substances? Just ask Henry Nicholas, the billionaire founder of Broadcom, who threw the most raucous parties. Not mistaken, Nicholas was famous for drugging his partygoers by putting ecstasy in their drinks. It is known that ecstasy is a powerful drug that creates an intense sense of well-being, making the party seem as if there is no tomorrow. On 2 occasions, Nicholas was sued by those who accused him of drugging. According to court documents dating back to 2007, Nicholas mixed ecstasy into people's drinks, including executives and technology representatives. If you thought the lawsuits would scare Nicholas and have to cut back on his wild party lifestyle, you're mistaken. It only motivates him to get momentum to distribute drugs at parties. During the trial, it was revealed that Nicholas had received multiple drug bills, including a $15,000 bill with a pro-party label for 300 ecstasy. But what happens when drugs work and people's self-control is no longer available? That's the 4th secret of billionaire parties. Sleepless nights with women. Of course, after taking the pill and surrounding themselves with beautiful women, these billionaires are ready to take things to the next level. At Silvio Berlusconi's Bunga Bunga parties, it was normal for him to have sex with the winner of the thigh-jumping competition. But it's not just people who organize slumber parties with girls. The same goes for the guests. For example, Henry Nicholas provided prostitutes to his employees, clients, and anyone who attended his party. Diddy, the music billionaire, is also famous for holding sex parties in other styles. Specifically, when girls have sex with male prostitutes, Diddy stands still and watches. Diddy's odd behaviors even led him to be sued by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, who claimed that Diddy had forced her to join against her will. Another weird way billionaire partygoers describe sex is cuddle puddles. Cuddle puddles involve billionaires choosing girls, and then going into different rooms to cuddle with the girls throughout the night. Obviously, if the images or videos of these sex parties are leaked, it will ruin the reputation as well as the careers of the most powerful men in the world. That's why these billionaires are always willing to sign big-value checks and bribe people to keep them quiet. And this brings us to the 5th dark secret of billionaire parties. Bribes to protect reputation. How much do you think a billionaire will pay to protect his reputation? 1,000 USD or 1 million USD? Luckily, you don't need to guess because I will tell you. For example, Silvio Berlusconi is accused of bribing witnesses $11 million into them to lie about what they saw at his Bunga Bunga party.
The result of
That is an amount of money that sometimes we do for 10 lifetimes is not enough. For most billionaires, it is just a drop in the ocean with a fortune of tens of billions of dollars. But Berlusconi isn't the only one accused of paying to keep his mouth shut. In 2002, billionaire Henry Nicholas gave a departing employee $1 million to keep quiet about drug parties. The most recent payment was between Diddy and his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. When Cassie sued Diddy for forcing her to participate in shenanigans, Diddy immediately denied the allegations. But by the time Cassie was ready to go to court and reveal everything she had seen at Diddy's party, he immediately rewarded her with a multi-million-dollar settlement. Not long ago, it was reported that he and singer Cassandra Ventura had settled the lawsuit. In it, she accused him of sexual assault, claiming that during the time the two were dating, Diddy raped her and forced her to have sex. It was clear that Diddy was willing to pay tens of millions of dollars to stop Cassie from telling the world what she had seen at the billionaires' parties. But how can these billionaires permanently prevent these leaks from happening? That's the sixth secret of the billionaire party. One of the most important elements of a billionaire party is the location. A secret place to hide sin. It makes no sense that Adam Neumann likes to throw his crazy parties at an altitude of almost 10 kilometers in the air. In search of privacy, Henry Nicholas, the billionaire who loves to party, built a special shed for his parties. It has a jacuzzi for 6 people and a bedroom in the back that is used for sex and sleep. It doesn't stop there. Neumann hired contractors to build hidden doors, secret tunnels, and underground passages so that guests could move more discreetly. He used those very underground tunnels to get prostitutes and illegal drugs inside. To ensure the privacy of himself and his guests, British billionaire Philip Green drove 100 of his best friends to the Maldives on the occasion of his 55th birthday. The 5-day party features 3,000 bottles of champagne, exotic dancers, chefs, and a magical fireworks display that lights up the night. And then there was Ronald Perlman, who threw many parties around his 57-meter yacht. In short, if it is not a secret closed space, it is also a mobile space, floating on the sea. Therefore, they are very rarely seized by the investigating agency and come to arrest them. Finally, what you didn't expect was extremely expensive wine. The real value behind the bottles of wine of the Billionaire Association. Not the typical tequila and whiskey you'd find at a bar. The wine at billionaire parties has one big difference, which is the price. At this feast, there are only aged whiskeys to fine wines and champagnes. Here's a quick breakdown of the exact prices of some of these drinks. Bombay Sapphire is also known as Revelation, a limited edition gin that costs $200,000. You just imagine that drinking one sip is losing 2 houses on the street. Expensive wine, of course, the jar must also be special, specifically in a jewel-shaped bottle made from baccarat crystals, diamonds, and sapphires. Next is Macallan Whiskey brand, which has a price that is 2 to 3 times higher when ranging from $200,000 to $600,000. In addition, other wines such as Dom Perignon to Domaine Leroy to Crystal. Generally, billionaire parties serve only the most expensive, delicious wine in the world. Wine is so expensive. How much do you think a party will cost? To be clear, we will go to the following. The party consumes a person's lifetime of wealth. Whether this party has a dark side or not is unknown. But what do you think will be in the $120 million party? That's exactly is the celebration party for the wedding of the youngest son of the famous Indian billionaire, took place for 3 days in the city of Jamnagar, India, at a cost of up to 120 million USD. The groom, 28, is the youngest son of India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, who is the chairman of Reliance Industries, which has annual revenues of more than $100 billion. The billionaire owns an estimated net worth of $116.8 billion. The bride is Radhika Merchant, the daughter of entrepreneur Viren Merchant, the chief executive of healthcare company Encore. Mr. Viren Merchant's fortune is estimated at $2 billion, and Radhika Merchant is currently a director on the board of directors of Encore Healthcare. Although the bride's parents are still different in wealth from the groom's family, they are definitely not Cinderella and princes. What is a rich father for so as not to spare 120 million USD for a grand wedding party with a number of 200 guests, mainly wealthy elites from all over the world? Among them are Ivanka Trump, daughter of former President Trump, Jared Kushner, billionaire Bill Gates, Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg, and famous singer Rihanna. All faces have nothing but money and power. And perhaps the highlight of the party was the performance of the famous female singer Rihanna, which made the guests cheer, record with their phones, and share widely on social networks. It is reported that she was paid more than $6 million for the 90-minute performance. However, even in the same city of Jamnagar, there are many poor people living below the average. Mahesh Haribai, 44, the owner of the tea shop, revealed that he earns about $15 a day. He added, "The Ambani family, the owner of the $120 million wedding, is very popular in this area, but they never stop by my shop for a cup of tea, and even if I have that much money, I won't spend it like that." And there is a saying in the world, never teach the rich how to spend money, so few people will understand their lifestyle. The video here is the end. Thank you for watching the video so far. Don't forget to press the channel subscription button so you don't miss out on the good and interesting topics of the top 10 mysteries.
With